Some endings don't come with any explanations, no apology, no final conversation, no accountability. And yet, life expects you to move on. This is about the closure you never got. Unfortunately, we do not live in a world which is always fair, honest, just, or genuine. We don't live in a world where care and concern is guaranteed. We live in a world of uncertainty where reading someone's true intentions never comes easy. People can lie, they can cheat, they can deceive, or they can even abandon. And the hardest part, we do not have any control over others. We do our best in every given situation so that later we are not doubting and questioning our own self. What did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? Could I have done something better? Something that I overdid and I overanalyzed. That is why I'm able to talk to you and share this with you. Secondly, do not forget the fundamental truth. People can change, situations can change, and this is not in our control, really. You must have experienced this. So, we learn to anchor ourselves elsewhere. We can anchor ourselves in God, in the divine power, with the only presence that doesn't disappear, deceive, or manipulate. And slowly, we learn a balance of trusting but not being stupid and naive, to be open hearted but not being blind. Happens when someone is not being fair to you. I'm not talking about legal injustice, I'm talking about personal injustice that all of us go through every now and then. If it's a legal injustice, that's a completely different matter and we have a different solution for that. But when it comes to personal injustice, where we feel we should not have been treated like this, or this should have happened and this shouldn't have happened, etc., etc., the personal fairness that we want and we demand sometimes. This personal injustice doesn't show up on paper, but it lives somewhere inside your chest. Others, we with others, first we try honesty. We we communicate clearly and honestly. We seek peace, balance, and harmony. If that doesn't happen, maybe we can be compassionate and let go of that situation. Or if we haven't reached that stage right now, what is it then we can do next? We can probably create distance with the other. Now, let us look at the second part of this equation, which is you. What is it that you can do with your own self when you experience any kind of personal injustice? Just know that you cannot force accountability, you cannot force closure. Let karma take care of that balance. That's not weakness, that's wisdom and clarity. It's the most important part. Don't do injustice to yourself. The world may hurt you, but you don't add to that pain. Don't burden yourself with emotional baggage that was never yours to carry. Don't let life slip out of your hands to receive answers that you might never get. Don't lose track of your goals, of your dreams, of your ambitions, of your joy. Don't build false hopes. Don't cling to false expectations. See the truth of the situation, even when it hurts. And most importantly, stop poking at your own wounds. Healing doesn't come from revisiting pain again and again. It comes from choosing yourself quietly, consistently, and courageously. Others have not chosen you. Sometimes closure doesn't come from the other person, but it comes from you when you stop bleeding for someone who isn't bleeding for you. And that is not bitterness or vengeance or revenge. That is simply put maturity, wisdom, and clarity, which is beyond and above all of these small little petty games that we play with each other. You need to be fair to yourself because the world will not be fair to you.